YouTube, Bromopar and Tiger Lily, 2336, coming at you. One more Church of the Divine Orgasm video. I did a confession to make. The first video was made, we didn't really take it too seriously. We were thinking that was going to be about it, but we've been talking, and lately we've actually thought that maybe the church should actually be really kind of a good ongoing thing. We can talk about sexual topics, pretty much of every nature, and Tiger Lily herself actually had a really important theme for all the videos. Let her talk about that.
The theme behind the Church of the Divine Orgasm, I mean, immediately it kind of started off as a joke. I got ordained on the internet, and 10 sexual commandments. I've actually started a blog. I have a blog where I write about most of my sexual experiences, either good or bad.
Link will be in the description, by the way.
Yes. But remember, if you're under 18, you can't read it because stupid content thing. That aside, basically, the theme behind this particular video is something I really wanted to talk about, which is Prop 8, which I'm sure everybody's heard, read, or seen about. And I don't know. I don't really know how to begin. I'm going to start off by saying there are a lot of people who don't want to see people of the gay and lesbian persuasions get married or have kids or anything of that nature. I don't agree with you. I never have. I never will. Now, this video, and everything pertaining to Prop 8, I support it completely. I have a gay brother. I have many gay and lesbian friends, people I went to high school with, people I still talk to. I support any decision that they make, and, I was married once. And, I'm sorry to say...
So was I.
I'm sorry to say, but if gay and lesbians want to take that chance and get married and be as miserable as the, rest of the population that is allowed to get married, then so fucking be it. I am tired of people going out and saying, gay and lesbians ruining marriage. They're not ruining marriage. You people ruin marriage. With, how high divorce is and the level of adultery that goes on in this country. Come on now. Who are you kidding? So, okay, two people of the same sex want to get married. And why is that a problem? Does it say anywhere in the Bible, can you find a direct fucking quote that says, oh, no, they can't do that, they can't get married. If it's not in the book, it doesn't exist. And if it doesn't exist, then that means you Christians out there, sorry, I know, I'm technically attacking Christians, but whatever, fucking deal with it. The people who are going around and saying, it's in the Bible, God doesn't approve of it. Show me a quote. Show me a direct quote that says that God does not permit gay and lesbians to be together, much less get married. You might have an argument on your hands. But if you're going to continue to go around and make this shit up, you're going to continue to piss me off, piss other people off. It's just, no, I'm sorry. I have more to say, but I'm going to let him chime in, with his 2 cents about it.
We're actually going to back up a little bit. For those of you who may not live in the state of California, those of you who may not know exactly what we're talking about, I'm sure you got the gist by now. Proposition 8 was actually passed in 2008 in the state of California. It was, unfortunately, voter approved by 52% margin to the state. The Proposition 8 is basically an amendment to the California Constitution that prohibits homosexual marriages of any kind for any reason. And I am with Tiger Lily on this, and that I completely do not agree with it 100%. My uncle is gay. He's been with a man since I was in high school, 34 years old, long time. These guys are as devoted and loving a couple as I've ever seen in my life. So don't tell me gays don't know how to live together. Gays and lesbians, they don't know how to be married. They don't know, they would ruin marriage. No, fuck that. Okay, you want to see a happy couple? Check these two out. They are the envy of every couple everywhere because they're still together. They're still going strong. There is no end in sight. It's wonderful to see them together. And I think banning any gays and lesbians from being married is bullshit based on that. Now, I'm just going to go up and say, yes, we are attacking Christians. And you want to know why? Because Christians are the ones who back Prop 8. Almost over 80%, almost 90% of the money spent on Proposition 8 comes from Christian religious groups. So if you can't take it, you shouldn't have started dishing it out. Now, I do have some wonderful news for the two of us and our family members who are greatly affected by Proposition 8, and it's that earlier this year, federal district judge, I believe his name was, last name was Walker, overturned the ban. It went to the Ninth Circuit Courts of Appeals, and the Court of Appeals has told the backers that they have, I believe, until October 6th to prove that homosexual marriages are detrimental to society, and so far they have not been able to do so. More nails in the coffin of Prop 8 is the fact that the Ninth Circuit Court has refused to order either Jerry Brown, the current Attorney General, or Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger to appeal, and both of those politicians have gone on record saying they will not appeal. So right now it's pretty much in the hands of the Proposition 8 backers, the church groups, the religious groups, and they may not even have the authority to take it to the next level that it needs to go, meaning the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals and eventually the California Supreme Court. So it's quite possible that once the deadline comes up, Proposition 8 will be no more, and I could not be happier.
I couldn't either. My brother and my brother's boyfriend David have been waiting a very long time for this. And they've, just like your uncle. My brother Stephen was in the closet for forever. I mean, the fact that, he used to play with my Barbie dolls as a kid kind of should have been some sort of dead giveaway to him being gay. Yeah, I know it's a stereotype, but it's an inside joke, so that aside.
Another inside joke, he hates Lady Gaga, which we keep telling him, okay, what kind of gay guy are you? You don't like Lady Gaga.
Pretty much. Anyways, my brother came out in 2004, so he's only been out of the closet for about 6 years, and he had one boyfriend, failed relationship, which he was completely devastated from, and now he's with David. They've been together almost 7 years, which, that's surprising. I mean, he's only in 2 relationships. He's still with one. 7 years. What do I have? A handful of unsuccessful relationships and a divorce? I mean, yeah. My brother being gay, he's clearly got one up on me. I believe this is detrimental to the Church of the Divine Orgasm for, one fact and one fact only, is that my church is very big on sexual expression. I don't care who you are, gay, straight, if you're pink, polka dotted, what the fuck ever, I don't care. As long as you are, well, we don't really condone bestiality, do we?
I was talking about bestiality.
Express yourself sexually. That's definitely one of the main things behind my church, and, most of the gay people I know, they are very capable of expressing themselves sexually, more so than I can do. I mean, I've done some stuff. Let's just leave it at that. I've done some crazy shit, but
we'll talk about that in later videos.
Yes, that'll come much later. But yes, as far as Prop 8 goes, a message to any of those people out there who are completely and utterly opposed to it, I hate you. I hate, loathe, and despise every single little thing about you, and I don't even know you. I've never met you,
just to clarify,
and I never will.
Means those who are against gay marriage, not against Prop 8. If you're against Prop 8, well...
Thank you for clarifying.
Yes.
If you are against Prop 8, I already hate you. I don't like you. I want nothing to do with you. And I seriously hope that karma comes and bites you in the ass.
If you're against Prop 8, we like you.
Yes.
You keep saying if you're against Prop 8, we hate you.
Sorry.
If you're against Prop 8, we need you to support you.
Well, thank you for clarifying.
Okay.
This topic makes me so mad. This is why I didn't even want to talk about it, because it just...
Yeah, it really lights a fire under our butts. I mean, she's so mad she can't even think straight.
I can't even talk properly.
Yeah, I mean, that's really just kind of... because it means, to me, to say you can't marry somebody, it means you aren't allowed to love unless we say it's okay. Fuck you. I'm going to love whoever the hell I want, however the hell I want to marry them. And if you don't like it, take your sorry ass out of my house and don't fucking talk to me.
It's like the equivalent to somebody saying, oh, Susan, you can't love Padme. You mean to tell me that there's some quote in the Bible somewhere, or God has deemed it so I'm not allowed to love my cat? Really? Is that in the Constitution? Because I don't remember it being there. I've never even gone to Washington, D.C. I've never even seen it. I've read it. There's nothing in the Constitution. There's nothing in the Bible that says you are going to go to hell because you love someone of the same sex. Or you're going to go to hell because you have sex with a member of the same sex. Or you're going to go to hell for this, 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 this. Rules, rules, rules. It's all about rules. I'm sorry, but unless you have written documentation proving that what you're telling us is true, you can fuck off and die.
Yeah, I'm going to borrow a quote from Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, basically, Prop 8 is a religious measure. It is backed by religious groups. It's backed by conservative Christians. Like I said, it's between 85 and 90% of the backers of this proposition. Need I remind you, as Tiger just brought up, it's not written in the Constitution that religious morals have anything to do with laws. In fact, getting back to the quote by Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he said the reason we have religious freedom is because the Constitution doesn't mention God. It is not mentioned in there anywhere, period. You will not find it. So don't take your God morals and then try to turn them into law, because our founding fathers knew where that leads, and it leads to bullshit like Prop 8, which thankfully is going down.
I will continue to support anybody, and I mean anyone out there, YouTube, the whole fucking planet, that is gay, lesbian, like I said, pink, purple-hearted, whatever. I'm going to continue. You have my undying support 100%, and I will spread the word on my Facebook, on my blog for the church. I do not condone people's behavior when it comes to, this is what you can and can't do. Nobody said that. What, was God sitting around one day thinking, so this is what you can do, this is what you can't do? He never said anything like that. How do you even know God's real?
Yeah. Let me put it this way. We're all God's children, okay? Any priest will tell you that. We're all God's children, okay? Why would God say, oh, okay, well, these children are okay, but those children aren't, okay? You children, you guys are, you oppress everybody else, You put them all down. You tell them what to do, and you tell them how to live. No, who the fuck does that, okay? God is called the Father for a reason, okay? Assuming he's even real. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I have my own view on that. That's in a whole other video. But even so, like I said, God is called the Father for a reason. You look up to... Aren't you supposed to look up to God like you would your own father? If your father said, you're not allowed to marry somebody, what are you going to do? You're going to roll out to Vegas and marry him. How is this any different?
It's not.
No.
It's not different. Okay. Religion aside, I'm not really a religious person. I technically deem myself an atheist, but that's only to stop those church-going folk that constantly walk around the mall with pamphlets. Come join our church. I only say that I'm an atheist just to ward them off, which is actually starting to work.
I still think we should carry on our own pamphlets, and if the Christians say, hey, come join our church, we said, okay, well, we'll join your church and you join ours, and we show them our little thing with, some lady tied up and rafters and some guy with a whip, on the side of it. The Church of the Divine Orgasm, yeah. You join our church, we'll think about joining yours.
Yeah, turnabout is fair play.
Exactly.
So yes, by all means, to anyone out there, please support those who are of the homosexual persuasion. They don't have cooties. They're not going to fucking come out there and bite you. They're just like us. They're not any different. They just have a different sexual preference. That's all. That's it. It's really, it's that fucking simple. And if you can't understand how simple this concept is, then obviously you need to go back to school.
Yeah, so, keep the fight going. Granted, Prop 8 is gasping and wheezing its last dying breath, but it's still got a ways to go. Still got to get to the 9th District Court of Appeals, and
hopefully all goes well.
Yeah, so keep the fingers crossed. Keep up the support. I know Joel Solomonese of the Human Rights Campaign. Back him up. Back up the Human Rights Campaign, and no on Prop 8.